What up, everybody? My name is Chris. This is Wheelhouse Trading, and welcome to the Wheelhouse. So, before we get started today, I think we need to have a moment of silence since the U.S. market wraps up the worst week since the 2008 financial crisis. It was bad. It was devastating. If you listen to that, that is the sound of your money burning up. So let's take a moment of silence. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button for the video, select all so you get that daily content. I try to keep you abreast of what's about to happen, try to navigate you out of it. And I know it's tough out there. The seas are rough. The tornadoes and the rough seas that I talk about in the eye of the storm, well, we're in it. This is why we want to, drive around it or be defensive. And I've been discussing that over and over and over. Yeah, so, I mean, we're going to look at the indexes, but in the Lehman Brothers financial crisis, we had one of these nasty drops, and this week has rivaled it. So, as I said, U.S. markets wrap up worst week since the 2008 financial crisis. U.S. markets wrapped up one of the messiest weeks ever. Recording their worst finish since the 2008 financial crisis. The S&P tumbled, it says 15%, but is that right? From where it began Monday? We'll take a look at that. With stocks wrenched all week in hourly spasms as investors tried to fathom where the coronavirus will eventually leave the U.S. economy. That's why I've been talking about scalping on the minute or using the hourly. It's not an investable market. Right now, we are just waiting for a big bullish day, and then we will double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, whatever it is, into that momentum to springboard our positions up and get out even if at a small loss. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to get more and more and more money to the side as quickly as possible. I already got a lot out, but I'd like to get a lot more. So, yeah, it's brutal out there, guys. It is brutal. You got to remember, in 2021, about 25% of all the investors were retail, and the rest were, funds and institutions. Now it's about 15% is retail. It's literally a ghost town. Okay, and people like you and myself, we can't fight the institution selling, and we also can't fight the Fed. All right, two things we just can't do. We got to go with the flow, and the best way to do that is, there's a few ways to do it. Shorting is definitely one. Hedging is another. Springboarding out of momentum is another. Being in cash, staying out is another. Short time frames. That's another. Intraday trading, scalping, things like that. Directionally moving. Those are. That's what I'm doing. And I have my little system. And even if my longs go down, I was intraday trading, just scalping on the 1 minutes, just directionally, just using my system. And I brought in like 14,000 or so realized gains. Put it on the side, even though I lost more than that, obviously, in my longs. But I have a plan for those longs, and that plan was working. But I can only use that plan on the big days. Now, this is a kitchen sink sell-off. What is a kitchen sink sell-off, Chris? You've told me about a revolver market, a shotgun style market. You've told me about a seesaw market. You've told me about all these different things. What is a kitchen sink sell-off? Well, a kitchen sink sell-off happens every once in a while when the market is extra nervous, super frantic, on edge, and a lot of uncertainty is baked in. We know the reasons why. This all is because of the Fed. It has also to do with COVID lockdowns, the ports, shipping, and supply chain problems, and of course, COVID lockdowns in China, food crisis. I mean, it goes on and on and on. So let's just take a look at the indexes and see what's going on. Obviously, it's not good. All right, so this is the Dow Industrial. It went down, I think, 979 points serious. All of our progress that we had achieved, that we have been talking about, has now been erased. Brutal. Yeah. Now, hold on. Let me look at something. Oh, okay. So even though it came all the way down with the wick, the body is still above this trend reversal. And our HMA is still blue. And we haven't flashed a sell signal, actually. We still have that green triangle right there. Although, I mean, it's looking bad. I mean, you don't want to sell on the red days. You want to either have stop losses and mitigate your losses at small little losses. And then if you didn't do that, you'll want to put more money into your stocks that are way down when there's a bullish day. Hasn't been a bullish day since, well, there's one every 8 days or so. And that's what I want to talk to you about, the kitchen sink sell-off. Typically, when there's a kitchen sink sell-off, an accelerated sell-off where everything is being sold and everything is completely controlled by institutions selling off, because they are at least 83 to 85% of the market right now. Retail, it's like a ghost town. Not much retail out there right now. So when they sell off very accelerated, now check this out, 90 to 95% of the time within the next 7 trading days, there is a big rally. Okay, so just buckle up, hold on. It's a roller coaster, it's choppy, but when that day comes, be prepared to put a bunch in, springboard as much as you can. I mean, even if you're down on something 30% and you can get a bunch of money in it and you can get all the way up in a little rally and be down like 10%, put the money in, get to 10%, pull it out at 90 cents on the dollar. I mean, you want to mitigate your risk. You want to use your money to protect your money, but you have to know what you're doing with trading. You can't just put it in and leave it in overnight and hope for the best. This is not a hopium style market, okay? You got to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, go to the Discord link. It's in the description. I will help you. You can tag me, Chris Wheelhouse. You can tag me. You can DM me. I'll help you. You can come in for free. If you're really going to be in the crypto and stock market, you should upgrade. It's $99 a month, or you can just pay annually for $665. You get all access to the Discord, all courses, all of my indicators, all of my settings. You get the Wheelhouse Wednesdays group training, plus all the previous episodes of that. You get all the trade alerts, and I have a lot of ways that I deal with these things. Right now, I'm hedging, okay, because I'm waiting on the big bullish momentum to come in to put money down to springboard out of longs. Well, I'm not just going to sit around the whole time. I'm going to hedge. So I'm using SQQQ, okay? So when the NASDAQ goes down, I make money. I use SPXU. When the SPY goes down, I make money, okay? When the Dow goes down, I make money because I buy SDOW. I'm hedging. I'm making money on those. And then if I want to take those profits, when there's a big green day, I'll sell those. I'll take all that money and I'll dump it into the other one. I'll go the other direction and get those out. And there's a plan every day, and small wins every day is progress. Okay, so just take it day by day. Have a lot of different things that you can do in your system. Another thing that you can do right now is defensive stocks and recession style stocks. We'll take a look at a couple like Crown Castle, Spire, Korn, Walmart, Kraft Heinz. These are defensive and recession style stocks, and they are doing well. We should look at McDonald's. I don't know how it's doing right now. I haven't been looking, but I do remember the last time we had a recession, everything pretty much went down except McDonald's. McDonald's barely went down because everybody was so broke and didn't have a job and was losing their homes and dealing with bankruptcies and foreclosures. All they could afford was McDonald's, and McDonald's was banging. Their earnings were crazy. So we'll take a look at that, I guess. Let me take a note so I don't forget. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm thinking possibly what's going on here that we need to identify is possibly we have, we haven't quite finished the pattern, and we might be looking at this might be the primary trend. coming down, and we just, as we're getting more information, we're learning about it. I don't know yet. I don't want to say because I'm not sure, but all I know is the body is closed above the minor trend reversal. That's very good. On kitchen sink sell-off, downward rallies, there's usually a huge bullish rally that shows up within a week with a high probability of 90 to 95%. So sit tight on that. Let's look at the SPY. Let's update our charts here. Okay, SPY, same thing. Savage, vicious drop. Woo. This thing is ooh, this is not good. Wow, we lost a lot of progress on these. We lost a lot of progress on these indexes, didn't we? Holy moly. Oh, let me put the ribs on for you guys so you can see better on YouTube. Sorry, I don't trade with the ribbons when I trade, and I just it's best for YouTube and tutorials and stuff because it's more bright and easier for you to see. But yeah, the SPY. Rejection, retest, rejection, fell below, tried to bounce, broke below, almost testing back here at the lows, close to it at the 42.36 would be the next stop, and then the next stop below that would be the 41.53 on the SPY. Let's take a look at our Russell, just see what's going on that small cap situation. Nothing good. It's not pretty. Let's move on. NASDAQ. Woo! NASDAQ. NASDAQ didn't get it as bad today. It got it worse the day before. So the NASDAQ's been getting it, and now the Dow that's been holding up and the SPY that's been holding up better got the brunt of it. Basically, that's when they're just like, I'm out. I'm selling my Dow stocks. That's not good, guys. Remember, we have a big earnings week coming. Microsoft, Apple, Facebook. These are the ones that hold up the indexes. These are the ones that are under the microscope. These are the ones that are going to create a major rally upwards or a major sell-off, because if they start to decelerate on their earnings on the mega caps, that is going to be that first sign of the slowing growth. Okay, so far it's been okay. We haven't had too much deceleration on what we've seen on the earnings. Banks did okay. Snap was kind of at par. We will see. I'm worried about Facebook, but I'm not worried about Apple. I'm not worried about Microsoft. I'm not worried about Google. I'm worried about Facebook. That's the one. But I could be wrong. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens. Let's see. Yesterday I brought out my cousin Vinnie. Got a lot of comments about Vinnie. I guess a lot of people liked him. We can bring him back on the show and maybe talk to him. The only thing about Vinnie is I can't, he says what he wants to say, and he's not somebody you can control, okay? He's an independent thinker, and he's, set in his ways, and I just worry sometimes about putting him on YouTube because I never know what he's going to say. I mean, you heard his phone call with Jerome Powell yesterday, and I'll just play a little clip if you didn't. Or maybe we'll bring him on. I mean, he's upstairs. He's stirring some pasta or some sauce right now. So let's see what he said yesterday. Maybe we'll. Yeah. Well, hold on 1 second. Vinny wants to say something to you. Vinny, my cousin Vinny. All right, hold on. All right, real quick. You ball breaker, you. Mrs. Transitory my balls. How you doing, Jay? Good. Hey, listen, I know they call you the hawk, but we know you're the whale, and I love you. I'm not saying nothing, Jay. I don't know what kind of security detail you have going on out there, but I'd hate to see the whale have a harpoon put in the back of his head, And then I'd hate to be the guy that has to show up and buy you a headstone, too. What I'm saying, Jay. We got to get it under control, because the last thing anybody wants is for it to be a rainy night in Lyndhurst. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, I could give a shit about the inflation. You know what I care about? I care about the ports. I got all the ports locked up from China to California. Nobody's getting in, nobody's getting out without my say-so.
All right? You want those vaccines to go. You want those missiles to move. You gotta get back home, okay? You gotta do what I tell you to do. Don't worry about the little man with the white hair, okay? I need you to go home, plug in that shiny little money printer, okay? And I need you to put your finger on it and just start filling up some envelopes. Come over to the house this weekend. My mother's cannolis will be ready. I'll have peppers and eggs. We'll go on the boat. If the envelopes look good, hey, you can bring the kids. If not, you're going to be traveling light. Okay? I want to pass you back to my boy. Okay? All right.
All right. Well, let's just bring him on and talk to him for a minute, see what he's got to say. I'll ask him a couple questions, kind of get his perspective, and he's not really in the market, so it's good to hear what people are thinking. We're seeing this kind of from an outside view. So let's bring him down. Hey, Vin, how are you? Appreciate you coming down tonight. Yeah, it's going and doing. What can I do for you? Well, first of all, I have to say that ring on your hand is pretty nice. Where'd you come across that? Huh, this old thing? Yeah, I just found it. Yeah, I found it on a guy's hand. What, you want to see the hand? It's in the Cadillac. I can get little Sally to go get it for you if you want. No need. Let's move on. So I wanted to ask you about your call with J-Pal yesterday. Well, what do you think about everything that's going on? Do you think that we're going into a recession? How do you handle something like that? Nothing for nothing, but I never knew a man that looked like this guy named Jerome. When I was back at Rikers in college, that is. All the Jeromes I knew, they looked a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Vinny, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything, but I heard your call yesterday. It sounds like you guys have some kind of relationship. And what do you think about the recession? Like, are we gonna have one? Like, what's the best thing to do? Well, I don't know your business, but it's just like this ring I got. The guy, he couldn't pay up. So I got his ring. That's in my business what we call a margin call. Okay? Now, as far as a recession, from what I understand, I heard you talking about the old McDonald's and the Kraft Heinz ketchup and the Walmart. But from my understanding here, the best thing about a recession is gonna be prostitution, okay, gambling, and protection, and someone in the movie business. Okay, now I don't know much about this myself, but back when I was Rikers in college, there was a guy over there. He was, told me a little bit about it. He's been through a couple recessions. You know what I'm saying? That's an interesting perspective, Vincent. I guess I don't really know what to say. Don't get cute with me calling me Vincent Chrissy, okay? Vincent is my name my mother gave me. Are you saying something about my mother? No, Vinny, your mom is my aunt, and I love her. And no, I would never say nothing like that, okay? I was just kidding anyways. Blood's thicker than water. In fact, I got a joke for you. It's a joke about the mothers, okay? Your mama is so fat, her blood type is ragu. Ha! Okay, well that's pretty funny, Vinny. Okay, so what's going on with you these days? I know you got your hands in a lot of stuff. Anything new going on that we should be thinking about or know about? Well, I tell you what, I have found out that a lot of people in your business are not doing too good these days. And there's going to be some need for some loans. So I'm willing to loan you guys some money with some points. Okay, if you need to kind of get your account settled, right? Okay, you just got to pay me. Once a week, I'll send over little Paulie or Uncle Sally. Okay? And on top of that, hold on one second. Special Agent Borelli.
My favorite police captain. What do I owe the pleasure? Nothing for nothing, Captain, but why do you think every time a truck goes missing in the city, I know something or have something to do with it? What do you think I am, some sort of mystic? No. You listen to me. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Okay? But so far, you're up my ass so much I can taste the Brill cream. Okay? Alright, with all due respect, of course. Now, look, I'm going to call my guy at the body shop in town. I'm going to see what I can find out for you, okay? But in the meantime, I'm also going to send you and the missus a nice little package to the house because I know it's your daughter's wedding this weekend, so I want to say congratulations, okay? And on the truck thing, I don't want to be your first call, okay? We go back. I like you. And, we're gonna keep it working out. But I don't want you bugging me and bugging my guys, and I don't want to hear about it. Well, remember who works for who around here. All right, Captain. All right.
Well, it sounds like you kind of busy. You got some different things going on there, Vinny. Everything okay?
Yeah. Everything is just freaking peachy. Got this guy, this jerk over here, always calling me, bugging me, All he wants really is his little envelope with his little hookers getting little blowjobs and little taxis. And anyways, I don't like this guy. But hold on one second. Yeah, Paulie. Yeah, listen. The guy with the hat. Yeah, he's calling again about the thing. Yeah, the one with the wheels. Yeah, he says something went missing. I don't know. Listen, I need you and Victor to pick up the Cadillac, and I need you to go talk to the guy about the thing, okay, at the place. And then I need you, when you're done, okay, I need you to go pick up some fresh basil, some mozzarella. We're going to have a caprese at the house. My mother's coming over. And speaking of my mother, you better not put any of your fat, greasy fingerprints on the handles of the Cadillac. You better wipe it down. I'm taking my mother to church tomorrow.
Well, Vinny, it sounds like you have a lot going on. It might need to take some calls or, handle some business. I can get back to my thing. I don't want to hold you. I don't want to keep you.
Listen, my boy, if the president and the Pope can wait, then this situation can wait too. I got it handled. All I want to say to your people out there, okay? You gotta listen to my cousin here, Chris, okay? I don't know much about the markets. I don't know much about this stuff. All I know is this guy, he is rock solid. He manages the family money, and yeah, everything seems to be fine. We keep getting new buildings and everything is, we never have to really worry too much about it. Pay attention. The guy knows his thing. He went to school for it. He likes it. He's into it. I think he's here to help you. Show him some respect. I don't want to come knocking at your door. Find out you didn't respect the channel. You didn't hit the like button. You didn't hit the subscribe button. Don't get me upset right now, okay?
Vinny, no, it's cool, man. I appreciate it. These guys are cool on the channel. They hit the like, they hit the subscribe, they do the comments, they do all that. Look, let's just wrap it up. I'm gonna say goodnight. I can smell that food upstairs. It smells great. I really appreciate you coming on the channel. We'll have to have you back again if that works for you. And again, very grateful to have you. So thanks a lot, Vinny.
Oh yeah, it's no problem. I'm gonna send you back with a casserole from my wife Maria, and we'll have to set something up for the kids on Sunday, okay? After church, and I appreciate you too, and I really like coming on here and talking with your guys, and so I appreciate you, and we'll talk some more, okay? You take care.
All right. Well, there you had it. There was Vinny. He came. He hung out for a little bit. Told us about how he handles a recession. That's not necessarily the way that I, would want to suggest to you guys. I kind of want to stick to the markets and you know the crypto and the stocks and how to play it defensively and hedge and short and use pivots and whatnot. I know he mentioned some things, but I don't think that that's good for us to be involved in, and I don't think any of you guys should take a loan from my cousin Vinny. He's he seems nice, but you don't want to the last thing you want to do is take money from Vinny. Yeah, I've lost a couple friends that way. So, okay, let's go look at a couple recession style stocks that I was looking at. So, this one right here is that Kraft Heinz. Now, take a look at this. When there's a recession, you're going to have things like Walmart and Kraft and certain companies that will always do well. People are going to, they're going to buy hot dogs, they're going to buy mustard, they're going to buy ketchup, the simple things, right? Okay, they always do well. Look at this chart. It is going up in full steam. I mean, when everything else was coming down at full-blown crash style, this was just screaming up, okay? Food for thought, Kraft Heinz. Here's another one. It's one of those long-term ones I like. I had mentioned it many videos ago before the chart looked like this, that you could get it. But here we are. I had told you guys right here when this went blue, we could be looking at Walmart many videos ago, and look at it. It's not even stutter stepping during this crash. So that's another good one. Another one that I saw, I'm just going to give you a few here, is this Spire. This one's looking pretty good. This is utilities and gas. Again, it kind of looks like Walmart's defensive play. Speaking of defensive play, let's put this one in. I made a lot of money on this. This one is my favorite, actually, out of all of them. It's called UTSL. It's a triple leverage bull play. It actually got knocked down a little bit in the last couple of days. Didn't hold up as well, and it's triple leverage, so when it came down 3 times harder. But I actually like this one. I'm out of it right now, but something to definitely watch. People will get back into that. And then let's look at Crown Castle, because Crown Castle is real estate, and it holds all the leases for the cell towers for the cellular companies, T-Mobile, AT&T, et cetera, Verizon as well. So yeah, look, CCI, it's coming up instead of going down while other things are going down. These are defensive plays. Let's look at McDonald's. I don't know what we're going to look at right now, but I do remember that last recession, McDonald's did really well. So let's just see. It looks like it definitely on a down day. Yeah, it's not doing as bad as some of the other ones. So we'll leave that on the list to look at. Let's look at some crypto. Let's see what's going on with crypto right now. This ape is just on a tear. I mean, I told you I got it at $11.90, and this thing is just running. Like, it's just beautiful. DOT is up a little bit right now. Oh, on the 1 hour, it's actually bullish. Okay. Solana seems to be up a couple bucks since when I went to bed. Okay, it's on its way. Let's take a look at that on the daily, see what that looks like. Still red HMA under the 200. Purple ribbon, failed breakout. Stochastic and Vortex, MACD, and Dynamic Trend look like they're coming down still. Got to be careful with crypto right now. Remember, crypto is tied to the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ is underwater right now. Otherwise, crypto would be flourishing like crazy right now. But because the NASDAQ and the stock market are getting hit so hard with the fear of 50-point basis hikes, and then maybe 2 of them or 3 of them in a row, and as soon as that is now on the table from J-Powell, immediately Doomberg and everybody else is immediately talking about a 75-point basis hike. And so it's just got everybody in a tizzy, everybody's panties in a bunch. And yeah, it's sucks. So I'm just, what we'll do is just kind of keep an eye on everything day to day. Even with the cryptos, same plan. There's these bullish pivots that happen, and if there's something that you're trying to reduce out of, like maybe you have one or two cryptos you don't need, and you'd rather apply that money towards something else that you really like, well, there will be a bullish momentum. Maybe you can get some money into one or two of those that you don't like first, springboard out of those, get that cash to the side, and then, as the ones that you do like, they go back down. And then when they have their next bullish momentum, you plug that money in and you kind of just work your way out of it or get to profit sooner on those holds. There's some cryptos I'm not going to sell no matter what. I'm just going to roll it. I'm just going to ride it out, and I'll just keep adding money. This is one of them, Aave. Aave is now bullish to the hour, but on the daily, it also has a blue ribbon, but again, failed breakout under the 200, and your HMA is red. However, it flashed a buy signal here, which is interesting. It's like a Bitcoin. Bitcoin fell down to like 39,300, which is a hella dangerous spot for Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's still, it's still making higher lows. I mean, it's kind of in this channel, but under the 200 with a purple ribbon with, every time it gets momentum, it gets pushed down. There's some momentum, it gets pushed down. So we'll have to kind of see what happens with that. But it is up a little bit from where it is last night, but it's definitely down from where it was the day before. Let's go look at Ethereum real quick. Same thing on Ethereum. Hold on, I want to just go look at something on Bitcoin really quickly. I want to look back on the hourly for us. Yeah, it's getting a little bit. Okay, see how this went blue? Okay, and it's coming down. What you want is for this thing to curl, and then as soon as it starts going up, if it gets that far, if it curls, the middle of the curl is a reversal. It's got a lot built into it from Bollinger Bands, deviated settings, RVI divergence, RSI divergence, Chalkins. It's got a lot built into the code behind the scenes that you can't see. And so if this curls, it's a reversal, even though the price action is going up. And if it starts going up in the direction of price action, these candles will probably start to be big, and you'll see this thing, get over 40, 41, somewhere in there, and it's, going to start moving in the right direction, and momentum breeds momentum. The trend will continue till it doesn't, just like it did here. See how it reversed, and then it went up with it. And then usually what it'll do is it'll cross the EMAs, and it'll go to the top past this lighter shaded area to the top of the deviation. And when it gets to the top of the deviation, it sells off. Now, something that I haven't really told you guys is a lot of the algorithms are set to these particular types of deviations using these types of tools. So it's a way to identify entries and exits really easy with the games that are being played behind the scenes that you don't have access to. So that helps. Shiba, basically all these other ones are going to follow Bitcoin for the most part. Link is so cheap right now, $13.50 for Chainlink. That's just crazy. I mean, its low is $11.40. I mean, you're only $2 away from the low. And honestly, like, Chainlink's not going to go anywhere. So you wanna get these things when they're really low like this. However, it's not saying to buy it right this minute. But yeah, I mean, there was a low, touch, fell below, low, fell below, and then touch. So, it's definitely a place to accumulate. If you don't have any, you can start a position there. Oh wow, Zcash is way down. That breakout made it, and then it failed. It came in, it broke out, and now it failed. Holy moly. Yeah, there it is. Boom. It came back down. These two are touching almost. Oh, this has kind of got ugly overnight. Huh. Yeah, so look, with the cryptos, you got to assess what it is that you want to keep, how you want to play it. Are you going to accumulate through it and just keep adding? If you're running out of money, wait for a springboard pump and then get some more money into the ones that you're going to get rid of. Boom, let them pump, get out, and then the next time the ones you like are down, you can buy more right before the pump or right when the pump starts, and then you can kind of, get to even faster if you're down below, or you'll just have more of that crypto. So I'm going to leave it there. My name is Chris. I appreciate you watching to the end, and welcome to the wheelhouse.